Good morning, students. Now we will move ahead with the same chapter, that is nutrition in plants. Now today we will discuss heterotrophic mode of nutrition. First type of heterotrophic mode of nutrition is parasitic nutrition. Now onwards, because we are dealing with heterotrophic mode of nutrition, you will find that the organism, they are not preparing their own food like plants. They are dependent on others for their food. Now first is parasitic nutrition. In this, the organism derives nutrients from the host on which they live and gets the food from it. It is called a parasite. The organism which derives nutrient is parasite, and the organism which gives nutrient is called the host. This type of nutrition is called parasitic nutrition. Examples: cuscuta, amarbale, tapeworm, leech, rafflesia. Cuscuta in Hindi is known as. In this picture, you can see the example of parasitic nutrition, that is rafflesia. Rafflesia is said to be the biggest flower, and it is also a good example of parasitic nutrition. Next example is of cuscuta, that is amarbale. You can see here this long tubular-like structure which is wrapped around the stem of one of the plant. This tubular stem-like structure is the amarbale cuscuta. You can see it is yellowish in color. It doesn't have chlorophyll. It cannot perform photosynthesis, so it acts as a parasite, and that green plant is the host for it. And this cuscuta, amarbale, is getting nutrients for this host plant. Now next type of heterotrophic nutrition is saprophytic nutrition. It is a type of heterotrophic nutrition in which the organism gets nutrients from the dead decaying organic matter. The organism with this type of nutrition is called saprophytes. Example: mushroom, that is a kind of fungus; bread mold, that is also a kind of fungus; and under plants category, we are having Indian pipe. Indian pipe is a kind of a plant which shows saprophytic nutrition. This is an example of saprophytic plant, Indian pipe. You can see here, and it is growing over dead decaying logs, or you can say humus is there, and it is deriving its nutrients from the dead decaying organic matter. Next example is of mushroom. It is a fungus. It is also a saprophyte which derives or gets nutrients from the dead decaying organic matter. You can see that they don't have chlorophyll, they cannot perform photosynthesis, they are heterotrophic. Here, yet another type of saprophyte, that is bread mold. You can see over the bread some blackish cottony mass is growing, that is called bread mold, a kind of fungus. You must have observed at your home also, or you can make bread mold by itself. Like, you have to take one bread, sprinkle some water over it, and after some days you will find that fungus start growing over it. So that's called bread mold. It's kind of fungus, and it shows saprophytic mode of nutrition. So students, as you know, today we have read about parasitic mode of nutrition and saprophytic mode of nutrition. Similarity between them is both are a kind of heterotrophs. Both are a kind of heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now, what is the difference then? So, parasite is it takes ready-made food, already made food from the organism on which it feeds. In case of saprophyte, they secrete the digestive juices on the dead matter, dead decaying organic matter they live, and convert it into a solution and then observe it. Second part, they feed on a living organism. If you see, in case of saprophyte, they feed on or they consume dead matter. Third, under parasitic nutrition, the organism on which it feeds is known as host, and in saprophyte, host is absent. Examples, pictorial examples I have already given you. Example of parasite is cuscuta and saprophyte is mushroom. Now in this slide, I have shown you what you have to write in copy. Note down the whole presentation in copy and also write diagrams. Then parasitic nutrition. What is parasitic nutrition? What is saprophytic nutrition? What is the difference between saprophyte and parasite? Thank you.